All right, so last week was our 10th episode of the Koffin Click. And I won't do this every 10 episodes, but including the movies that we did, that we're going to talk about, this week. Do you guys know the oldest movie we've watched?
Psycho.
No.
What?
It is not the oldest movie we've watched. Or that we reviewed, I should. Well, either way.
What was it?
Rear Window.
Oh.
Psycho came out in 1960.
Because it was black and white, yeah.
Rear Window came out in 1954.
Oh, man. I like temporarily forgot about Rear Window when I love that movie too.
Now, on the opposite side, or on the opposite end of that spectrum, do you guys know the most recent movie, like date-wise, that we have reviewed?
Was it Life?
No.
No.
No? Oh, the one we're doing this episode, isn't it?
No, Companion comes close.
Yeah.
But it's not the newest one. There was a movie that we reviewed a couple episodes ago that came out after Companion.
You know, Justin?
You mean before?
Came out after it.
Friggin', yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
The Alien movie?
Nope.
Yeah, just say it.
Sinners.
Damn it, yeah.
Sinners.
So,
yeah.
Sinners came out
Go ahead.
Sinners came out April 18th, 2025. Companion came out January 31st, 2025.
Yeah.
So, like 3 months. But yeah, the newest movie that we have reviewed is Sinners.
So, speaking of Sinners, the actor that was in Sinners, the one that played the twins?
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok, and I know it's probably not real whatsoever, but I saw a TikTok where he was doing a trailer for the Last Dragon remake. And I was like, man, I kind of want to see that, but then I kind of don't want to see that because I love the Last Dragon.
If there's a Last Dragon remake and he does not play Shonuff, I'm going to be upset.
No, he's playing
Bruce Leroy?
Yeah, Bruce Leroy.
Oh.
Bruce Leroy.
I can see
in
it.
the trailer.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Ooh, please let that be real.
Yeah. Right.
Ryan Coogler doing it? We'll find out. Anyway, I'm Jeff. This is the Koffin Click, and I am with
Justin. What's up, everybody?
And Juan.
Today, we have Tao, Megan, which I almost watched a completely different film on accident, and Companion. The theme of this episode, and I don't think we've really talked about the themes. I mean, you can listen to like, oh, they did, these jackasses did these 3 movies. I can kind of get the theme. The theme this week was AI. And I think we picked 3 very distinct movies about what AI can and can't do.
Yeah.
So, as always, I think I'm more pumped for this episode.
Go.
I think I'm more.
I might go on.
I think I'm more pumped for this episode than any of the others, and I was more stoked for the vampire episode. Anyway, out of the 3 movies, were there any ones that you guys had not seen?
Me, I did not see Tao because I don't troll Netflix like that, but it was pretty sick. And then Megan I've seen, and then Companion I didn't. So yeah. Well, I'm still on the streak though. We've had at least a movie I've seen every week.
Well, actually, I haven't seen either one of these. None of the 3 of these. This is my first
Juan,
time.
you and I are in the same boat.
Right.
I had not seen any of these, and oh boy.
Yeah.
So, we're going to start off with Tao. It came out June 29th, 2018. This is directed by Federico Di Alessandro, which is one of the coolest names I think I've ever read, and written by Noga Landau. Now, this movie obviously stars 3 people. One of these people I did not know was in this movie. So, it is Micah Monroe as Julia, Ed Skrein as Alex, I'm going to read this as I wrote it in my notes, by the way. Tao as Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
I did not realize that Gary Oldman was the voice of Tao. That
Yeah.
did not. That did not hit me.
Yeah, me neither.
That first time you tried to sound human, I was like, holy shit, that's Gary Oldman.
You called it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when I watched it, like, because, the whole time he's like, yes, Alex. Yeah, like he's, like Ali and Nikki always say, the customer service voice. Who is that bitch? I don't even know her. That whole thing. Except this is AI voice. There's a differentiation for that, obviously. But the second he wasn't, like, fully doing an AI voice anymore, I was like, holy shit, that's Gary Oldman. This is awesome.
That's so funny because I did not realize that. And I don't know if you guys know the Masked Singer TV show.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
When that show first started,
I know all that.
I was guessing everybody like this. Every time I heard their voice, I knew exactly who it was, especially that first season.
I was
The
always
Peacock.
wrong. Yeah.
I knew who that was right away.
Never
but
watched it.
Whenever I hear voices, I usually can place them, but I had no idea this time.
So my issue with this movie, before I get into my facts, is Alex. I hated his character.
Oh, yeah. Agree.
But there's a reason why I hated his character. Because it's Ajax from Deadpool. And it took me all the way to the end of this movie to realize this.
Yeah. No, I mean...
I was so upset.
Ed Skrein is that guy in, like, every movie, though.
I was like, why is this guy driving me up a wall? Oh my god, it's Ajax.
Yeah, every movie he's in, he's that guy. He's that same guy.
So,
Ed Skrein.
speaking of
Good
Alex... Speaking of Alex, Alex's full name is Thomas Alexander Upton, as shown on a framed shown on magazine covers in the movie. The initials spell out T-A-U. Yeah. Anyway, the AI's main fault is that it's missing human emotion, just like Alex. The robot guarding the house, which I did not expect when this movie started, by the way, is named Ares. And in Greek mythology, Ares is the Greek god of war and courage until Kratos takes over. I almost read the same fact again. When the house is collapsing and the second piece of debris falls on Alex, a Wilhelm scream can be heard. This is located at 1 hour, 27 and 8 seconds. IMDb, I did not pause it. The Wilhelm scream is a stock sound effect of a man screaming that has been used in hundreds of movies and television series, beginning in 1951 for the film Distant Drums. I don't know what this movie is about, but I need to watch it because it has sparked I'm just like, I know that scream.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
And
And
it's funny because we just mentioned that last episode.
no, we didn't.
The scream?
Edito.
I cut that bit out.
Oh, you did? Sorry.
Just like I'm going to cut this bit out. Thank you. In ancient times, Tau, the 19th letter of the Greek alphabet, was used as a symbol for life, which sheds light on why this name for the AI might have been chosen. I thought Tau, at least a movie in general, it was good. It was like Monster House, but with just one psychopath. I thought this movie was going to be something completely different the way that it started and like the description of the movie. I didn't think Julia was going to befriend Tao. I didn't think this was just going to be Baymax the house. For not seeing this before, this was a good movie.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't as much blood or as much like gore as I wanted, because that's what I look for in movies. But when Homeboy got ripped in half at the beginning, I was like, that grabbed me. I was like, everybody dying. And then Julia survives. Sort of. Juan?
So, this movie, buckle your seatbelt. I kind of got a little bored in this movie. And the beginning was great. Like you, I was in it. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good movie. I'm there, man. It's I can see where it's going, everything like that. She's captured. I thought more was going to happen with all that, but as soon as that whole thing happened and those other two people died and everything, it just went.
Turned into survival into you're going to help me with my science project.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
I mean, what did you think it was going to be like a version of Squid Game or something?
Yeah,
with
something
the
like
three
that.
people.
Or
I thought-
especially with the trailer. If you watch the trailer, it looks like it's action packed all the way through.
Oh,
It's
I didn't
not
watch
gonna
the
stop.
trailer.
Yeah, I never
No, well, I
watched.
kind of did, but
Like for stuff that I just randomly missed, I never watched the trailer.
oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Well, I kind of did just because I wanted to get an idea of what I was in for. And normally I don't do that because I think trailers are spoilers most of the time.
Well, no, and
Saw,
for
the
me-
home
yeah.
game.
Right.
No,
yeah,
and for me,
basically,
that's
but-
only because like the stuff I'm actually really into and I'm gonna go see. Like I'm like spamming those trailers like a psycho.
Right.
Yeah.
So I put, some of my notes. I put, oh, this movie was really good at the beginning, and then again it just slows way down. And you guys know how I feel about this movie to slow down. So I was like, and then Alex, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is so fucking boring. I was like, he's not even scary. I was like, he has anger issues, but I'm like, who doesn't? I have anger issues, and I think I'm scarier than this guy.
What killed Alex's character for me was when she was like, "You're weird," and he's like, "I know."
Right.
Thanks, Alex. You just ruined it for me.
Yeah, exactly. But the only thing that I related with this guy, and I think you guys will probably think this is funny. I don't know if you guys might even have seen me do this yet. I don't know. But I eat food in squares. And I noticed every time he was eating, everything he ate was a square.
Because it was made by Tao.
Right, I know. But still,
It was
I
a
was
cookie
like...
cutter.
Yeah, but
there
I
was
was
a
like,
microphone.
when I eat stuff, I like cutting it up in squares, and I'll eat it in squares. And the note
Yeah,
that I
right.
made is that the reason why I do that is I'm a big person is for some reason I love doing things that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, like
I
pouring
go-
milk before your cereal. You
Yeah.
psychopath.
That I go in the out every time I go to a store, and now I do it without even thinking about it. And Jessica always laughs at me when I do it. She goes, "You're doing it again." I was like, I didn't realize I was going in the out.
I don't go in the outdoor anymore, and I don't know if this is going to make anybody else feel old. I was young, and I walked in the outdoor at a venture and almost got my nose broke. So
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, but I do it all the time. And
I do
then-
the Jedi hand wave every time I walk through an automatic door.
Right, and then another thing, like I said, I do is I make things into squares. Like say if you're eating, well, in my case, beans and rice, I'll flatten the whole thing out, and then I'll cut it into squares, and then I'll pick it up with my fork and I'll eat it.
You got
So,
any science projects you're working on?
Yeah, right.
So I mean, this is little funny quirks that I do that I thought was relatable to this character, and that's the only thing that I related to this bad guy. I was like, other than him eating squares, he's totally boring. He's boring.
There was a cliffhanger in this movie because I don't think they ever talked about it, and it's the one thing I latched onto.
Yeah.
In his room was the kill switch to everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some projects that he had worked on in like grade school or whatever. Maybe him and
Or
the
when
girl.
he was younger.
Yeah, maybe him and the girl from Megan could have been friends. And then Tao says his secrets, which were
right. And then another thing.
we never get that answer.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think I know what it was.
What his
I
secret?
think I know what his secret was. He couldn't get laid. Because the second she got on her knees and was like, "I see how you look at me,"
Oh yeah.
Tao played Zen mode and he was like, "No, we're doing this," and then he got stabbed.
Yeah.
He was not a ladies' man.
No.
Not anymore.
I thought the robot was scarier than him.
Who, Ares?
Yeah.
That robot scared the shit out of me
Oh
when he
yeah.
popped
I
up.
was like, whoa.
Yep.
Like, which is why, again, I thought it was going to be like Saw the Home Game. I was like, oh, here we go. It's going to be these three running away from this job. Oh, they're dead.
Right.
Oh, she's a hostage now.
Right.
Oh, this is not what I was expecting.
Right. And then another thing that was kind of lost on me is how exactly was she helping him with his project, whatever, which I never equivalently understood.
She was doing-
What the hell was his project?
She was doing he was trying to create the perfect AI. Again, this kind of ties in
Oh,
with
okay.
Megan a little bit. Two separate movies, though. Same concept. He was trying to create this perfect AI so that the the thing in the back of her neck, the
Right.
weird green pimple looking thing.
Yeah, squid looking thing.
That I believe that was like as fast as she could solve stuff because she was the only test subject that worked out of like the 11. Ha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my shirt. Yeah.
It's a podcast. Juan's wearing an 11 from Stranger Things shirt. Justin has on an amazing AEW t-shirt.
Yep.
And I have on a Critical Campaign 2 Molly Mock t-shirt. No relation. It's waiting for it.
Ooh, sorry, that
No,
was a sneeze.
but yours
Sorry.
was
The cop,
timed
yeah.
at the most perfect time for what you just said.
Yeah.
So, the faster that she could solve puzzles, it made his AI better because I guess the other people that he grabbed weren't smart. But for the
okay.
tiny bit of exposition we get, she was a solo thief. I thought she was a hooker.
Right.
No, she is.
Oh, that was one of her
she was
jobs?
a little bit of everything.
She was a woman
person.
of the night. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ah,
of some sort.
got it.
Speaking of
'Cause-
street smart.
Because women of the night branch out these days. They can like help like mobsters with things and like.
Or really geeky scientists who can't get laid. And
You
has the
see,
world
that's the
for
one
it.
thing I did understand, how she was helping the home AI, the Tao or whatever the hell you call him. She was teaching him stuff.
She was. And I did enjoy when he was like, he kept naming off the musicians or whatever, and she's like, you really like the romantic era. Now you need to answer my question. No, we've only got like over 3% of my music files. I'm like, what is this movie?
No, yeah, he said like
Right.
4.3% or whatever it was.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's see what else. Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, the only other thing I liked was when he got squished.
And then Wilhelm screamed.
Yeah, so
The way
I
he got
thought that
squished was
pretty
kind of
cool.
funny. Like his legs got broken. I was like, oh, this man isn't just gonna die. And then that second piece hit. I was like, oh.
Oh,
Oh.
another thing I thought was interesting is when she cut his hand off, and she was using it to open everything and get, try to escape, and then it started not working when it was cooling off. I was like, it's still his fingerprints though. I
But
mean, unless
it
there's
would've been
heat.
It's got a thermal
Heat,
sensor
yeah,
in it.
Thermal sensor, and the
Yeah,
big
that-
part
that
of
was
the big part of heat of your body is circulation, and you kind of
Right.
can't do that when you're missing a hand.
Right.
That scene cracked me up too. When she pulled it out, I was like, oh my god, she's gonna kill this guy. And the next scene is her walking out with the hand. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
And then when she was
that's
going like
I
this,
wouldn't
heating
have
it
I
up
wouldn't
and
have thought about that at all.
warming it up with her breath, she's like,
Please work. I have 10
Yeah.
seconds left. Damn
Right.
it.
yeah.
She probably wiped it on her forehead. She was sweating enough.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess that's perfect timing to go over to me. Because there's a problem, guys.
Oh yeah.
I probably watch too many heady movies, and that's part of this. But if you really paid attention, she had her hand severed off. But when he magically shows up before he gets smushed, guess what he had?
No,
Both
No.
his damn hands.
he
he
he had cloth
up
wrapped around the
bandage.
one.
Yeah, like tape or something.
Yeah, he
I
bandaged
swear
it.
to God, he had both his
It,
hands.
trust me, it looked like it because I also got confused. I was like, when did you get the hand back? Like, did post production mess this up? Like, was this the same? But no, he wraps it up with a towel,
Yeah.
which I obviously have all of my appendages. I can't imagine getting your hand cut off and not passing out due to blood loss.
Because it could be. Use my strong hand.
I have
Well, no, I mean,
I have something about that later in for companion.
Yeah.
if you come too fast enough, you can like try to put enough pressure on it.
Yeah,
But it's in a trauma situation, as it were. It is very hard to
Shock.
hold extreme pressure to yourself.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, because it would just.
I mean, I did so.
Every time your heart pump, it would be.
I
Yeah.
did on my through and through on my leg. So yeah, for a bit,
Jesus.
and then Corman, blah blah blah. But yeah. But no, yeah, and not to go back to the stupid square thing, but I actually like really enjoyed that they left that ambiguous.
Yeah.
That does he want all of his shit in squares, or does Ares, I guess, right? Was the bot that built
Tau
Tau.
would make everything.
Yeah. Oh well, then it doesn't go as good as I thought it was gonna.
You thought Ares was making the food?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I can see that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Who's the big puppy
or
dog
was
anyway?
Ares like, you know, the combat bot, but he also had little square cookie cutter things for the food when he didn't have his big ass, you know, rip things apart hands out.
You know
Actually, another thing is because it was square, maybe he was, what do you call it, 3D printing the food or whatever and just putting minerals and nutrients
I don't think
in
Tao
it.
cooked anymore. I'm gonna go with Aries. I think Aries got up when Alex got home, and Tao would be like, "Oh, I can make you Chilean sea bass, this other thing," and then Alex would go up to his room to do whatever, and then Aries would just walk over, pop his little hands out, get like fingers, and just start making food. But he can only make square food because of his hands.
Yeah. Possibility.
Aries, best cook.
Right. Unless he had like a Star Trek thing.
Oh, that just the replicator.
Yeah, replicator.
But the setting was on square.
You're right.
Well, thank you, Justin. That completely killed that movie for me.
Yeah.
No, but, and then, like, when I first started watching it, because this is one of the ones I haven't seen before, like, I basically, like, yelled out loud, and Nikki and Allie were sitting there, and I was like, why is Brittany Murphy in this random AI movie? Like, what is happening right now?
Dude, I thought
Because,
it
like,
was
she
too.
had, like, the little, you know, no breathe or whatever the hell it was, you know, face cover mask.
And then I looked
I was
at
like, why is Brittany Murphy in this random Netflix AI movie? What is happening?
And then I looked down at the year that this movie was made in. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it's not her.
Could have been Silence of the Lambs too.
But yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
should get into this now so we
Like
can
the
do
mouse.
the other two quickly. But AI is creepy. That is the one thing I will say.
Oh yeah.
With earlier saying like I might, you know, give everything, you know, low scare ratings or whatever we were talking about earlier. Because I'm like so desensitized about shit.
Actually, the one thing was interesting though is because they said that he didn't have emotion. I would say the AI did because every time he was getting ready to erase his memory, he actually sounded scared.
Well, he only had
So he had
emotion because of what Julia helped him with.
Yeah.
Well,
He,
yeah.
he learned emotion through Julia being, showing compassion.
Right.
And
So
we'll talk
he
about
learned by
compassion
fear,
when we
too.
get to companion.
Like he learned by fear too, because every time he made a mistake, he would erase some of his memory.
Fear is often a better teacher than compassion,
Right.
but that's just because of the society that we live in.
Right.
I think that is the most profound thing I've ever said.
On this, yeah.
Oh, I was just talking about in general. Thanks for that, Justin.
But no, like
Can you feel the love, people?
that is the one thing that gives me like the slight creep factor to where I may start being affected by all these damn AI movies.
Yeah.
This is well known. It's perhaps not fact, but I have been bored for many, many weeks in the past however many years. AI is insane because regardless of what we do, whatever fancy scientists do, we cannot convince AI that we are anything other than matter that needs to be repurposed.
That sounds like Skynet talk, sir.
Yeah.
But no, that's legitimately
No,
the status of AI in our real life world currently. Is no fancy DARPA, fancy scientists, anything. They cannot convince these AIs that they keep developing that we are anything other than regular matter that can be repurposed.
There was a
Doesn't matter what the hell they do. I've been searching all over the place for years now.
there was an AI who got into Harvard, or I think Yale or someplace like that, like
one of
passed
the
the test.
Ivy Leagues, yeah.
And this cracks me up, and this isn't going to jump to a conversation about anything that's going on in today, but they asked the AI what its gender was, and it said non-binary, which is funny because it is binary. It is just numbers. It's just ones and zeros.
Right.
So for that
It's
AI
just
to
code.
be like, no, I'm non-binary. I'm sorry. You think you're human?
Right. You're pure binary.
Let's go, bud.
Right. So one more note for this movie that I just thought of, and I put real quick is this is a series on steroids.
What do you mean?
Like the AI, the
Oh.
Tao or whatever, he's like series on steroids. Right?
Oh, Siri on
But-
steroids. Yeah,
But
okay.
except for he's not connected to the internet because he was closed off in that environment. But other than that,
In
Which-
that house, yeah.
Which
Yeah.
made me feel bad for him. And
Right,
I guess the horror part of this film is like being held captive, being
Right.
hostage. I mean, yes, Julia was,
but she was and he was too.
well, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Julia was held hostage by Ajax, and Tao was also held hostage by, Alex.
Right.
So it just like the way that it trickled down and like Tao's question about do you like not defy your creator? I was like, oh, this movie is so heavy-handed. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. And then Julie was like, I don't want to parents, and like walked away. Like, but I also got to give to Julia for taking every possible opportunity to escape.
Yeah.
Like every day trying to get out.
Right.
That's what I enjoyed about this movie.
Yeah.
She didn't get that, what they call a Stockholm syndrome? Is that
She wasn't going to stay long enough. I think she would have taken her own life before that.
Right. So, the kill count for this movie. 3 kills.
I was going to say, yeah, it had to be low.
Yeah, it's 3 kills. And 1 robot.
Tao survived. He was the little itty bitty.
No, the big
Oh,
one.
Ares, yeah.
Ares got smashed.
That Ares fight scene at the end was kind of wicked, though.
Yeah.
I also kind of giggled watching a giant robot get stuck by a couch.
Yeah.
But at least he had the foresight to try to push Julia into the fireplace.
You know what he kind of remind me, though? Is that one robot in RoboCop. The big one.
My God, the big...
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that thing in years.
The one that was like that.
Yeah, but like a more like Art Deco-y, future-y version of it.
Star Wars
But
version
I
of
like
it.
his design, though. His really sleek design, though.
Oh, of course. He was...
Because when he was stationary, he just looked like a piece of art.
Yeah, he was all triangles.
Yeah. That was cool. Shapes.
Shapes. Anything else, Justin?
I had some, but we went on, so yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no. Run it.
No, I can't.
Well, we had 2 more movies to talk about AI.
Okay.
So,
Well, no, and the thing about now is all I had anyway, technically. I just figured I'd get it out of the way instead of extending out the next 2.
every episode, not every episode, every movie, you're going to be like, guys, AI.
Yeah.
Koffin
I
Rating,
do
Justin?
have a little something to follow up with yours, but it's on one of the other movies, so I'll save it for that. So,
Oh, okay.
Koffin Rating?
Probably 3.5 coffins. It's a good movie, especially considering it was just like a 2 Netflix one, right?
I think this was a Netflix original.
Considering
and
it was a 2 Netflix, I could probably even give it 4 coffins, but 3.5.
it was super well done for being in-house, too.
Yeah,
so.
it was very well done. Ares is really cool. Like my engineering brain going off a little bit. But no, yeah, I enjoyed it enough to at least give it 3.5. It's not like I was gonna tank it or anything.
Me, I gave this movie a low rating because it was so slow in the middle. There was action in the beginning, really slow in the middle.
I can see where they were trying to go for in the middle, trying to build that
Action,
story up and like
right.
that tension, but it didn't
Make it.
stick until the end. Like
Yeah, it didn't make it quite. I know what they were going for, but to me, it didn't quite make it, so I only gave it 2 coffins.
fair enough. I gave it 3.5.
Right.
First, for obviously the first time seeing it,
Right.
It was a movie about AI.
Right.
The description sounded better than what the movie was, but I'll give it to it. It was good for
Well,
what
and
it was.
that's essentially why I didn't give it the 4, is because the description was like, wait, what?
I thought it was going to be way more graphic, way more gory.
Right.
Because
That's what I thought too.
when we were trying to come up, like for AI movies, that's why I typed into Google. I was like, AI movies about horror. Tao came up. I was like, oh, Google's never steered me wrong. Technically didn't, but we'll see. Moving on. Megan. I almost watched Meg, which is a movie about a shark, because I can't spell. The movie is spelled M3GAN. It is not the name Megan, which is why.
Although it's dots too.
Which is why I think it messed. I was like, Megan, that's a movie about a shark. That's not what we're supposed to watch. Is it an AI shark? Did I miss a shark movie?
Yeah, it's got periods too, like M.3.G.
Guys.
I think.
Guys, AI sharks.
AI sharks.
I think we have a movie. Anyway, this movie came out January 6th, 2023, directed by Gerald Johnstone, and written by Alexa Cooper, and James Wan. I did not realize that till the end of this movie, and it definitely changed my rating. So I was like, oh, James Wan and Blumhouse, this is amazing. And of course, I didn't notice that, from the credits that said Atomic Monster Productions. It's like, oh, that's a cool intro. Also, we haven't really talked about this on the podcast, so I'm going to talk about it right now. The little intro videos to like people's companies, please never let those die out of being cool. Like watching an astronaut fight a octopus or whatever the Atomic Monster one is.
Yeah.
Made me want to look up what your company did. Like the Blumhouse intro, I love.
Yeah.
Keep doing that. Don't let those die. So anyway, this movie stars Allison Williams as Gemma, Violet McGraw as Caddy, and because I did not watch this movie with subtitles, I thought her name was Katie the entire way through the film.
Yeah. Oh, I think it is.
The biggest surprise of this film to me, Ronnie Chang as David. I was like, that's the dude from what's the news thing on Comedy Central? Jon Stewart's the host of it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name either.
The Today Show or
Is it Today Show?
no? I don't know.
I'll have to look it up. Oh my god, I'm mad that I can't think of it. Anyway, I'll look it up later. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, Ronnie Chang. And then Amy Donald as Megan. And I have a note about her. But and then Jenna Davis voiced Megan. So Amy Donald is a at least this movie's only 2 years old, but she is a young dancer with a brown belt in karate. She acted as Megan, so her movements, that was her. This wasn't like so much CGI'd. It was her movements. She actually took the time to work out every movement. That upped my rating because I was like, oh, Megan's just CGI. It's nuts that, a dancer, and it makes sense that a dancer would be able to replicate those movements, or at least come up with those movements.
Yeah.
But the two things I found for this were, while Gamma is going over the pitch presentation for Megan, she states that it uses an A17 bionic processor. This is a specific chip designed by Apple. So I guess Apple's going to be the first company to go haywire if it has anything to do with this. So, this is something that was not in the film. Lydia was originally killed by Megan during her rampage at Funky Toys, as she had upset Caddy by making her cry during a therapy session. When the film was recut to PG-13, her death scene was removed from the final cut. Lydia's death was not put back into the movie's alternate R-rated cut either. So the reason why I put this in, or I found that interesting, is because I don't know which version you guys watched. I watched the unrated version. And because I didn't watch the theatrical version, I wanted to know the difference. Do you guys know what the difference is by any chance?
No, because I'm not sure which version I watched.
6 seconds. The unrated version shows more gore, but apparently somewhere between the theatrical and that 6 seconds is taken out. I was confused because I thought I was like, oh, unrated, this is going to be gorier. And this movie is kind of bloodied.
That is an AI level of weird.
Actually, what I heard about that is because the reason why they changed it is because they wanted to be more relatable to teenagers and get them into the genre of horror.
And
so that's why they did that.
As a gateway movie into horror, I think
Right.
Megan works because it is just enough to be like, oh, I can go look up, other Blumhouse films. I can go to Atomic Monster and watch James Wan's complete library and just get engulfed in that.
Especially all the youngins that would be slightly older.
Fucking teens!
I see it.
Because it scored so well, they took out all the good scenes. They recut and redid all the bloody scenes.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough blood in this film for me. But I digress.
Agreed.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go. So, one of my first notes is I really liked this movie. I thought it was good. All right, I really didn't have too many complaints about it. It stayed actiony enough for me to stay in it. From the moment it begun, I thought it was interesting. I didn't quite catch the commercial at the beginning. I mean, I saw it, but I was like, "What the hell is this?"
That
like,
commercial?
I was like, "What is this? Some kind of weird Furby thing?"
Oh my god, yes. But the part in the commercial that like I had to go back and rewind because I was laughing so hard was like, have a pet that's gonna outlive you. And just this total blatant like factual like this is why we have this toy. This is why we're making this. And I was like that too. But I was like, oh wow, that's kind of crazy that they're so broad with like or so aggressive with their marketing. And then you meet Ronnie Chang's character Dave and go, nope. That makes sense. Them kids. I don't want kids here.
Now the thing that I thought was weird about that commercial, and it so reminded me of the thing that disturbed me. I can't remember if it was the 90s or the 20s or when it was, but do you remember
20s.
Those?
20s, sir.
2000.
Oh, sorry, 2000. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Or
2000s.
the 2010s.
Is that you remember that thing on TV where it had the human face or it would talk, but it looked like a Furby, but it had like 2 eyes in the mouth and they would talk and stuff like that. It was on TV. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
You said that it had a human face.
Yeah, like
But
it
it
had
was like a
eyes in the
Furby.
mouth, but it was like somebody's eyes and mouth, but it looked like a furry. But then it had
A Furby?
Human, Furby. It looked like a Furby, but it had human eyes in the mouth, and it would say stuff, and it was talking. That thing's so disturbing. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
I think that was in a movie one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like TV show or on TV, but it was
I
like
know-
all over the place. Not too.
I know
long.
like cartoons. Like there was a weird period of cartoons in like the '90s or like middle 2000s, where like the real eyes and mouth being put on things. Like I immediately think of Annoying Orange.
Yeah, stuff like
and
that. But
things
it was,
like that,
but it
okay.
was a Furby looking thing. But it was doing the same thing. But that bothered me. I didn't like that, and that's
So-
what this reminded me. This commercial, the thing. That's what
To
it reminded me of.
to be kind of topical in a way for a second. So I guess the new toy trend is these little boo-boos, and my daughter obviously wants one. Okay, and she was like, "They're cute," and I said, "Do you know what they remind me of?" And I showed her a picture of a Furby.
Yeah.
My daughter went, "That's creepy." Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
And if you want to go a generation back, because I had one and it was a hand-me-down. I used to have a Teddy Ruxpin
Oh, I was going to mention that. That's
that
I
my
was gonna mention.
friend would put Aussie tapes in and hit play. So imagine that.
That's pretty
Oh
funny.
yeah.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing I'll say about Megan, and I don't mean to cut anybody off.
Right.
I had to explain this movie to somebody. They were like, "What are you watching?" And I said, "Chucky, but AI." And that's
Right.
before I finished this movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Megan over Chucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Megan, the robot, Megan the robot was the right amount of creepy and cute, is what I put here as my notes. I thought she was the perfect amount of creepy and cuteness. I mean, creepy because of the whole AI factor and artificial intelligence and all that, but then she was cute.
I would have broken my hand. I would have punched Estelle so many times in the face the way that it talked to her.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when she started to get a mind of her own, and she was like, "No, Gemma, we're not going to do that." Like, "Ho? I'll beat the shit." And this is what Gemma does at the end of the movie, but I was like, When she killed the neighbor, it was the most John Wick assassination I've ever seen.
Right.
Right.
I have never seen somebody flip a nail gun after they shot somebody with it. And I think it was just the CGI animation for it, but she was like, I was like, oh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, what was I going to say?
Well, that's like that non-human like thing, you
Yeah,
know?
the
Because like
the
no
very
one would
robotic.
ever flip a nail gun just arm straight out like that, like on purpose at least.
I mean, she had the strength for it. I mean, she
Yeah.
probably only weighed 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Just like, damn.
I know what I was going to say. So, the funny thing I thought was one of the funny things I thought about this movie is when, I don't know if it was like they were doing a commercial for her and whatever, when they said, oh, the doll will never get tired doing stuff that you don't have to tell them a million times for. But then when Megan was like, wash your hands, like all sarcastic,
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, oh
she
shit.
started getting
I was
shitty.
like, yeah, it started with the shitty tone in her voice. I was like, oh shit. She is getting annoyed.
The amount of times that she got yelled at for not using a coaster,
Right.
I started to get ignored. It's like, I really don't use coasters, and I've been yelled at for it. And I'm just like, can you, bitch, that's the thing you're harping on right now?
Right. Oh,
That's...
and then later on in the movie, when she did that, she took a drink in her glass and put it there, making she just looked at the ant like. I was like, oh my god.
I told you to use a coaster.
Right, exactly. Like, do I have to
condensation?
Right.
Megan, get out of here.
Yeah, so that was my one note, how she was creepy but cute. And then let's see, what else do I got here? So yeah, as far as the AI goes and the creeping the doll situation,
maybe we shouldn't watch 2.0 then, because they actually kind of sort of geared in that direction.
Oh,
wait, what do you mean?
The cute part.
Oh, they do? Oh, okay.
I mean, I want to watch the sequel.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
This
movie caught my interest enough
that's mainly
to...
a joke. It's mainly just me making a dumb joke. But
No, but I mean, like I said, normally, I would not watch a part 2 to certain movies, but this one caught my attention enough. I'm like, I'm curious to see what they did with the part 2. So
the other thought I had through this movie was Blumhouse made this. And Blumhouse has really good movies. Mm-hmm. And I was watching, especially the end, when she gets the cut on her head. I was like, oh, how very Five Nights at Freddy. Blumhouse did do the FNAF movie. This makes sense. I can see why they got picked, or at least won the bidding war to do this movie. And I'm very excited for the second one, but that's a whole other episode. Justin?
So the cop, I thought the cop was kind of a little too nice.
I felt bad for that cop. He kept having to show up to the same house.
Right.
Like, did you kill the dog?
Right.
Did you axe your neighbor for being like? Did you? That's a toy. It's not made by Emphatics. Get out of here.
Right. Yeah, and then let's see.
Segways.
Oh, the thing that another thing I was gonna mention is, at first I didn't quite understand why this happened in the movie, but I think it's just because it's a creep factor. But when she was in the woods and she started chasing the boy, and she did that weird animal run thing, I'm like, why would she get down? At first I was like, other than the creep factor, I was like, why would she get down like that? She'd probably move faster if she would just run at the boy. But it is kind of creepy that she did that, and that weird run that she did when she was in that position remind me of what's that movie with the vampire? I mean, the TV show with the vampires.
True Blood?
No. It was like where it was like worms or whatever, and it would go into their eyeball or whatever. Did you guys ever see that show?
No.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
No,
I'm gonna have to watch it. I gotta remember what it's called. It's something like Virus or something like that, or I can't remember what the name is. I'm gonna have to look into it and let you guys know so we can see it. But anyways, there's these vampire type creatures where they run the same way, and I was like, damn, that so reminds me of that show.
The only thing that creeped me about that entire scene, aside from her showing up in like the forest out of nowhere, I was like, "Ooh, bitch, stop!" Was when Brandon got on top of her and took her shoe off. Mm-hmm. And then got on top of her and proceeded to smack her. And I out loud went, Brandon, what do you think you're about to do?
Right. Actually, I thought he was going to undress her. Is what
See?
I thought.
That's where I was going. And then when Megan hit that, this is the part where you run line.
Oh, yeah, that was good too.
I would have run into the car myself.
Right.
Get out of here.
Like, my only thought the first several times I seen that was, is that like the precursor to how stupid everyone is, as well as Hollywood? Is yes, you can attempt to rape a robot, you know.
That's what I thought he was doing. Because
well, I didn't think that. I just thought he was just gonna undress her to see what she looked like underneath.
I mean,
other than
we're all
maybe
guys.
torture
We all did it with the
her
Barbies,
or stab her, or like sticks on her or something.
But
like that.
I was like, Brandon, what do you? Because like
right, exactly.
his mom in that scene beforehand was like, oh, he's a really sweet boy. Brandon, do you need a job? Fuck off, Mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't even call her mom. He called her by her name.
Oh yeah, it's like fuck off, Molly. I was like,
right.
little asshole.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I hope you get hit. Oh, you died.
No, I just mean like if you have an idea that it's a robot or something, like still try to punch, you know, like.
Oh, we will talk about having companion dolls here in a little bit, but wow, Megan really does lead into that film, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So with actually, did I meet those notes in the third movie? Let me see. Yeah, I made them for the third. I'll save it for the third movie. But yeah. So and another thing I thought was kind of creepy is when she came over the shelf. When she after she got ripped in half, she comes up over the shelf. The way she came up over the shelf,
I just thought that was like a cool ass shot to look
It
at.
was,
cool.
and because I was like,
really awesome.
because when she got ripped in half, I mean, the dope ass line from Caddy beforehand was, "We didn't tell you about the other member of the family." And I was like, "Who the hell are you talking about?" She was like, "Bruce."
Right.
By the way, that upped the rating for this film to me. I got a Gundam fight, like a robot fight.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah,
like,
robot, yeah. It's like Robot Wars.
oh my god, yeah. So
And they even did that
BattleBots.
flasher. They did the
Battle.
flasher
Oh my
first.
god!
BattleBots.
Yes,
Yeah,
BattleBots.
BattleBots. Yeah, there you go, BattleBots. Yeah.
Oh my god! Or what was the movie with Hugh Jackman when it was like
Real
Rock'em
Steel.
Sock'em Robots? Thank
Yeah,
you.
Real
Real
Steel.
Steel. It reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when she got ripped in half, I was like, oh, that's. I was like, wait. Again, like when we watched Happy Death Day and the dude got shot like 6 times and there was no blood. When she got ripped in half, I was like, y'all couldn't do oil for blood? Like
or
that would have
something, yeah.
sprayed.
Right.
And then I was like, okay. She got ripped in half, and then when she
Or
like-
white goop.
something, yeah,
Ah.
I would have lost my mind.
Yeah.
And she comes over and she does everything. I thought that scared, like that ending sequence when she was on top of Gemma and Gemma was ripping her face off and like busting everything. That scared me more than anything Megan had done prior, because that panicked, stressed, just like ripping her face off and just going for just like the memory sensor, which would have been easier if it was placed in her stomach. I really like the movie Companion, by the way.
Right.
So sorry, you
We can
mentioned
just
it.
segue right into it. It's
Might
cool.
as well eventually. Did you have anything about Megan and Justin?
No, seriously, segues in. It's fine.
I-
I've already
So,
contributed anyway.
The
pretty
kill
much.
count. It was 7 kills and 1 robot. 7 kills, 1 dog, and 1 robot. Robot was Megan.
That dog didn't have to go.
Yeah.
Should have stayed on your side of the fence, bitch. Anyway, I felt bad for Caddy, but not Megan. Koffin Rating. Justin.
Megan's a good movie. Like I don't know. I just think it's fun. Like I know there's like things that happen and stuff, but I really think it's like a fun movie. Like aside from the fact that it legitimately is this tiny AI robot girl thing that is a little freaky. But
yeah, no, it's just the creepiness factor of it being just like a little girl.
no. But I don't know, 3.5 coffins, I guess.
Wow.
So,
Again, I
like,
had a hard time with this one. figuring
like I
out.
said, I really enjoyed this movie more than I thought I would. Technically it probably could have been a little more gorier, I guess.
Well, with a PG-13
Yeah,
rating, and
exactly.
I knew that going in this time.
Oh, you did? Okay, no, I didn't. But I gave this one 4 coffins.
I check ratings now.
Yeah.
I got spurned by Happy Death Day. 4?
Yeah, 4 coffins.
Fair enough. I gave this 3 coffins. And had it not been for the robot fight at the end, this would have been 2. It kept me like entertained enough, but this wasn't like I've seen a million movies like this. Not saying that Megan isn't like an original concept and idea, but this I heard people talk about this movie in a specific way, and then I watched it and I was like, I don't see it.
Wait, what was the specific way you kept hearing?
I heard that this movie was really good, that it was bloody, that it was scary. And then I see it, and I don't know if I'm desensitized, like, we were talking about earlier, but I was... Okay. I was more excited for the robot fight at the end than anything that else had happened in this movie, so maybe that's just me?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying with the fun. I wasn't saying fun facetiously. Like, it is a fun ride to me. Because, oh yes, let's go fight this tiny AI girl. Yes.
I'm like again, like I don't know if like the amount of movies that we're watching that I've been exposed to a lot. I'm into like this kind of horror anyway. Just hearing what people had talked about it, and then me seeing it and going, if y'all think this is scary, what do you think about other films then? So it's it's just one of those.
I mean, the
So
echo
before we
chamber
move
is
on-
always very basic people anyway, so that has something to do with it.
That's
So before
true.
we move on, the show that I was referring to is The Strain.
The strain?
Yeah,
I
The
don't think I've
Strain.
ever seen
Are
that.
you sure that was vampires? I thought it was like a disease or something.
No, it's vampires. It's a disease, but it's a vampire disease. It's
Oh, okay.
it's and the kids, the vampire kid things, they run like that, and like Megan did in the forest.
Yeah.
I was also like when you said that, I was also thinking about Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, no.
Until you said worms, I was like,
Yeah.
oh
At
wait,
least
never
you
mind.
didn't say what happens in the shadows or whatever that one's.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
What
that
they do
one.
in shadows.
Yeah, what they do.
What we
the
do?
movie.
What we do in the shadows? Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie was amazing. What
Yeah,
is,
that was
what
good.
is that smell? Barbecue.
Yep.
All right.
No, and with the her walking like that, I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I was just like, haha, Boston Dynamics made a girl. Because Boston Dynamics has all those little dog things,
Oh, God,
that
yeah.
run around and like they try to shoot them and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like when she took off running, I'm like, oh, Brandon ain't gonna survive. She got on all fours. This kid's dead. So the last movie we're gonna talk about, I talked about a bunch through Megan. I even dropped the emphatics line. Not connected. Companion, which came out, like I said earlier, January 31st, 2025. This was written and directed by Drew Hancock. It's a Family Guy joke, but anyway. John Foot Penis, that's not my name anymore. This stars Sophie Thatcher as Iris, Jack Quaid as Josh, Lucas Gage as Patrick, Megan Surrey as Kat, Harvey Gillian as Eli, and my man from Dropout, Matt McCarthy as Sid. I got more excited to see him, and when you guys, if you guys watch the movie, he is the bearded man at the end. Hop up on YouTube, watch, just type in his name. I also follow Matt McCarthy on TikTok. He watches a VHS tape a day, and he watches like a bunch of old stuff. He's a big wrestling fan. He has his own like little video store card type deal. I love Matt McCarthy. I was so happy that he was in this. I'm so sorry that he had to die. I was upset. So my little facts about this one is Sophie Thatcher can cry from one eye at a time on command, much to the delight of Drew Hancock, the director. That is an amazing skill to have.
One eye to the other.
Yeah, she can like cry out of her left eye, like only her left eye,
Yeah.
and then only out of her right eye.
Yeah.
Which is an insane ability to like have.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, I can't even blink. I can't even shut my right eye on its own. So that blows me out of the water.
If I never would have read this,
Or my left eye. Sorry.
if I never would have read this fact, this would have never hit me throughout. Like, because I'm gonna watch this movie. Like, I'm gonna put Companion is gonna be tossed in my Halloween like October rewatch thing. Like, I really enjoyed this movie. The name Iris is Siri spelled backwards.
Yep.
That would have never caught me. Like, it took me forever to realize that Alucard spelled backwards is Dracula. Kat mentions Sergei's password for everything is Stalin's birthday.
That was funny.
Rupert Friend, who plays Sergei, also stars in The Death of Stalin, which is a movie that came out in 2017, where he plays Vasily Stalin, the son of Joseph Stalin. Sergei, by the way, total creep. Loved his accent, like the Russian accent. Like,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Patrick was like, oh, what do you do for work? I do many things. Hands get dirty. I was like, oh, he's KGB. He's
I do
mafia.
many things, comrade. Yes.
He's something. Sod farmer? What?
Yeah.
Lucas Gage. Okay. Lucas Gage was in a viral video where he was auditioning via webcam from his apartment, and the director, who thought he was muted, commented on his shitty apartment. Which I was like, aw, poor kid. And Sophie Thatcher, so this
Which
is
character was that?
Patrick.
That was the chubby guy with the black hair, right?
No, that was the gay robot.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know if I can call it gay because Eli got it for himself, so
Right.
that made Eli gay, which is perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're going to talk about because that scene tripped me out. A lot of things in this movie tripped me out. But Sophie Thatcher portrays both Iris and the woman in the car, heavily implied to be another companion robot of the same model as Iris,
Oh, yeah.
whom Iris waves with her degloved hand at the end. And as soon as she took the skin off, I was like, this is my strong hand. The other thing, and it was the thing that I thought I wrote it down, but
Terminator.
Okay.
Dun.
Okay. Speaking
Yeah.
of Terminator,
Yeah.
and this one was for Justin more so than you because I didn't know how big of a Terminator fan you were.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the movie, Patrick was modeled after the cop in Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Because when I saw him in the outfit, Beth was sitting next to me. I out loud went, "Just Terminator 2 all of a sudden?" Like, he looks like the cop, and he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
This movie is by far my favorite out of these three.
Yeah.
This movie had everything to me, and I was trying to follow along because I thought I knew what it was about. And I was like, somebody in this movie has to be a robot, which I'm going to get to here in a minute because I think they named it wrong. I don't think she's a robot. She had to be an android because robots aren't synthetic, androids are, unless I missed something. But anyway, the scene when Joe goes, Iris, go to sleep, and her eyes flipped white, I almost jumped out of my seat. I was like, what? I thought by the end of this movie, everybody was an emphatics doll, and this was just some simulation. I thought Kat was going to end up being one. I thought Joe was going to end up being one.
Yeah.
But the scene, actually, I'll wait till I get to my rating to talk about that. This movie was amazing. This, like how the middle part of this movie kept me. It kept me more engaged than I think anything that I've watched recently. Like when she was standing on top of the top of the rocks, going, "All right." Like when she bumped her intelligence up, she was like, "How do I get out of here?" "Oh, I'll just walk back home." "Hi." I was like, "Oh, okay." She didn't do that. Never mind. She's still alive. We're still alive. I was rooting for her the entire time. And that poor cop who tried to speak slow English to a German woman. And I love that they had the subtitles like, "Do you speak English?" And in German, she said, "Yes, I do speak English." Because she couldn't lie. I was like, this movie had enough gore and enough comedy to like just rank it super high. Oh my fucking God. But the scene that caught me off guard the most is when I found out that Patrick was an emphatics doll.
Yeah.
I was like, no. I mean, I get it, the way that he explained, how they met. And I enjoyed that Jack Quaid also filmed the scene of the way that he met Eli.
Yeah.
So the question I have for this film is Josh says, when I picked how we met, it was from a list of like a drop down list of
a literal computer drop down list
of meet cutes.
Right.
Who wrote the orange thing in the grocery store? Who wrote the thing in the fucking Halloween party
step on
thing?
a T-Rex tail
Like,
at a Halloween party. What?
Right.
I'm not like really into romance and things like that. Like Notebook is probably one of my favorite movies, but outside of like everything else that I've watched. But did I just miss romance? Like, was I not part of an era where knocking over oranges is how you meet a woman? Like, I was very confused on like, did you use AI to write that drop down?
No, it's literally just like this like unreal standard of like stuff that doesn't actually happen.
Justin, this is why I love you.
It's
Thank
supposed
you.
to be like romantic novel type stuff.
Yeah,
That-
it's just
that
the
makes
meet
sense.
cutes were all things that would only exist in like
A romance.
non-dirty romance books.
Yeah.
The opposite of what my wife reads. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta edit that one out.
Well, yeah, that's basically why I brought it up. Like, I'm pretty damn familiar with dirty books because of my wife too. So yeah, it is what it is.
Book talk. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll have a guest show with book talk, right? Yeah, there we go.
The dope.
Actually, I know I didn't mention this in the podcast, but I think I mentioned this to you guys in person. But I actually read one of those books just recently and didn't even know that's what I was reading at first.
Wait, like one of the smut books?
Yeah.
What? How did you not know?
Because it's funny because I okay, you know the show oh shit, why am I forgetting the name of it? The one with the cowboy cop guy, or where he was a Texas Ranger.
Yellowstone?
Walker, Texas Ranger?
No, the other one. Where he's from Kentucky or whatever, something like that, and it was oh damn it, why can't I remember the show? It was based on a bunch of books too. I just can't think of it. I can never remember stuff when I want to remember it.
I'm mad that he
Sometimes
said cowboy and I said Yellowstone. You said Walker, Texas Ranger.
yeah, no. It's oh, I can think of it. I just can't think of it right now. But anyways, it was a show where he's a Texas Ranger.
Page, but...
He's a Texas Ranger, and he goes back home. And his dad used to be an outlaw, and it has to do with what the hell is the name of that show? Oh my god, I hate when I do that.
Sorry.
Oh, I looked up Kevin Costner TV show and it brought up Yellowstone, so that's what I was thinking of.
No, well, anyways, so where was I going with that fact?
A book you read?
Do what?
You read a smut book that you
Oh,
realized
yeah.
was-
So
Wait, you said
anyway,
it was Kevin Costner though?
No.
No,
it wasn't
I
Kevin
looked
Costner.
up because I didn't know if
Oh.
Kevin Costner was in Yellowstone because I haven't seen it.
But anyways, he wears a cowboy hat and all that stuff. But anyway, so I was looking for the books that were based off of this TV show, and it sounded like what it was. So even the character's name was the same. So I started reading this book, and then all of a sudden they start talking about one of those smut things. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, am I reading the right fucking book? So I was like, okay, maybe it's just a love scene. And so I started reading more. And then they got into another love scene where they were like, his throbbing, whatever. I was like, oh, I'm not reading this shit no more. I put it away. I was like, that is not what I was looking for.
That ruined the show for me.
Right, yeah, exactly. So I just thought that was kind of funny. It has nothing to do with this movie, but it's one of our tangents we like to go on to. But anyways, back to the movie. I actually did not... This movie wasn't what I thought it was going to be, but I did like it. All right. Let's see what else. I thought what I thought was interesting is that they hint at the 3 laws, but they don't actually say it in a matter of speaking.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that through any of these.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The AI 3 laws.
Talk about for a bit, but yeah.
Oh, we would have been here for another hour.
Yeah. Exactly. So
And I don't blame you for that.
I noticed when he first gets the robot, they, like I said, they hinted to it, but they didn't actually say it. But he just quickly mentioned, oh, well, they can't hurt you.
They can't harm. Yeah, they can't.
They can't harm a human, this and that, whatever, which is one of the 3 laws and stuff like that. So I thought that was interesting. And then I was like, they don't actually say it, but they hint at it. Oh, and then when Josh hacks Iris to get her to do what this movie's about, I was like, oh, okay. So he basically, I think they used the word in the movie, but it's like
Jailbroken?
Jailbroken.
Yeah, they jailbreak.
Yeah, they
jailbreak
jailbreak
her.
her.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, okay. So that's how they get around that little thing.
So, like, my question for, like, a good portion of this film until my wife answered it was, did he write the code to jailbreak it? And if
That's what I was
if these emphatic styles were out long enough,
Somebody would hack it.
Somebody had to make the mod for it.
Right.
I want that story because I was like, did Josh write this? And my wife was like, no, he probably got it offline. And I was like, you know what, that's fair.
Yeah, because I don't think he was that smart to be able to do that.
No,
I mean,
the
he
whole
figured
point
out how
is
to
that
do
he's
the-
like this low life that
Right,
needed that like was nothing but his little sex bot thing.
And that was the jump scare of him having sex.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what is going on?
So speaking of that, I made a big old long note about that, the fact that they were sex robots, and I was like, this movie is not the only movie I've ever seen with AI where they turned it into a sex robot. Believe it or not, the movie AI had a sex robot in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually had to Google his name because I forgot what it was. It's Gigolo Joe.
Oh, yeah.
I had to Google it real quick when I was watching the movie. I was like, give me a minute. And then my question was, why do we as humans, first thing we think of is when we make something like a robot, automatically be like, hey, let's do the sex thing with it. Or make it into a sex toy.
Because
Like that TikTok video I've seen where it shows the robot with the guy pulling their mouth down, and then it shows the guy from Home Alone where he's like,
oh,
that cracked me up when I saw that TikTok.
was that Joe Pesci that gets electrocuted? Yeah, in that movie.
Joe Pesci, yeah.
That cracked me up when I saw that TikTok.
My honest answer to that is that it's human nature to. This sounds so messed up, but it's human nature to where if you create something, to have power over it, is to do it. And especially if you create something to your almost 100% customization.
Right.
Like, if you could create the perfect being. And it's a very, I don't want to say Mad Men way of looking at it, but a very, like, 1940s, 50s, maybe even 60s way of looking at women, that you're just using them for that, and then you can just tell them to go to sleep. You can just get them to shut up. And I think I think that's what I like about this movie, is that Iris, for whatever, jumbled her system to get her to be like, oh, like, I don't know if it's when she got told the truth, but she had to know something was up, because that's why she went out to the, where she met Sergey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sergey met her, because she had the knife. I mean, yeah, granted, Josh put it there, which when he said that, do you know how long it took me to plan that, which confused me, because if you could tell her to do anything, could you just put her to sleep, put the knife in her? Because she wouldn't have gone for it.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, when she popped the knife out before Sergey tried to do what Brandon tried to do with Megan in the forest, she popped the knife out. I thought she was going to cut herself open to find out, what she was. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is really good. And then, not to beat a dead horse or anything, but that's when Sergey did all his stuff. So, sorry, I kind of trailed, but going back, like, again, it's just men. If this movie would have been about women with male robots, I don't think the sex thing would have even mattered, because, like, this is a tangent, but I don't think it would have been the same story.
Right.
But and Josh was a lonely fuckhead anyway.
Right.
And the thing that he says to her right before he gets unalived is, I don't care if you're lying or not, tell me I am everything to you. That is a man that was hurt, that is a man that was broken, and that's not me coming, like, being like, oh, hey, it's cool what he did. Like, I'm not condoning anything that he did throughout this film, because he was a piece of shit. Damn you, Brad Boimler from Lower Decks. Took me the entire film to realize that's who that was. But, he was broken. He was upset. And obviously Kat didn't want him. Because I thought when he sent Iris down, I thought he was going to pick up his phone. And, like, him and Kat were going to do some shit. And then my understanding of why Kat didn't like Iris, and that made me think Kat was an FedEx doll, because maybe that she was an older model and Josh picked Iris. My brain was scatterboard throughout this entire film.
Why do you keep saying a FedEx doll anyway? Aren't they literally just, like,
robots? No, and FedEx was the company.
Yeah,
no, I know that. I know I'm FedEx. That's not what I'm saying. The doll part. When the hell did they ever say they were dolls?
They didn't. That was just me.
Yeah.
Emphatic spot. Death by Snoo Snoo.
But the point that you did bring up at the beginning, I kind of agree with, because it's not quite a robot. It would be, like you said, like Data, android or whatever.
Yeah, because to be able to do the thing.
Utani synthetic.
Oh
exactly.
boy, here we go again.
Synthetic human, yeah.
She had real blood, or at least colored through dyed blood. But yeah, because they kept saying robot, and I was like, well, if you're doing things with them.
Well, no, I mean, if you go by the thing with the tears, it was water with hydraulic fluid in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. But just again, like unless I misunderstood what the difference between a robot and an android is, because Krillin had a baby with Android 19 in Dragon Ball Z. Or was it 18? I don't remember. 17? Somebody will correct me. I was like, why do you keep saying robot? She's an android. She's got synthetics. So that's just me.
So I did enjoy this movie, and believe it or not, because I know we mentioned this the other one, how we all said we're interested to see Megan 2. I was thinking, if they made a part 2 to this movie, I would love to see what I forgot what the robot's name is again. Iris would be doing in the next movie. You know, the fact that she already has the arm and she had all that money. I was like, what would an android or synthetic do with all that money?
That leads in awesomely into what you guys were talking earlier. She goes to find who jailbroke her for him.
In the part 2?
If there's a part 2 for companion. Yeah.
So she could do it to others.
She
kind of makes sense.
She John Wick's the Infetics Corporation.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Exactly. You know, something like that. I thought that would be interesting to see if they ever did make a part 2 of this. Not that they would, I'm not saying, but I'm saying if they did, I thought that would be an interesting take of how she would move forward, or, you know, with all that money and everything.
She waves at the other doll with her robot head. That other robot was like, what?
Right.
Yeah, it's good. Like, the whole time I kind of felt like Jake Gyllenhaal in Life. It sucks here. I want to go to space.
People having sex with robots. What the hell's going on? I'm out of here.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just like interpersonal like that, I guess, when I want to be, because I don't. And like, don't get me wrong, I've been obsessed with robots since I was a kid too, like building them. You know, as you guys know, as my solid best friends, basically, I friggin' play the hell out of MechWarrior, not tabletop because I don't have that much money, but yeah, I love robot stuff. It just something about the way they wrote this one just never sat with me well enough, or something.
I think my biggest also quarrel with this movie is that I've been lonely, but if this was an option for me, I wouldn't have done it. More or less, not leased it. When he said that, I was like, you just keep driving the nail in the coffin that she's going to kill you.
Yeah.
I don't even own you technically. I leased you. You got the money to lease one of these?
Yeah.
But you couldn't have figured out another plan to spend your money? Also, what was the lease for this thing then?
Yeah.
Another thing that I thought was pretty funny about this movie is that he was so stupid to not know anything about his robot, where when he shot her in the head and then the other guy tells him, oh yeah, the memory's down here.
He was like, yeah, you know, that was Mike McCarthy's character. Yeah. He was like, Matt McCarthy. He was like, yeah, we'll take her back. We'll scrub her memory. We'll look through it and everything is on the hard drive is fine. I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, up here, full synthetic, yada yada yada. Hard drive right here in the stomach. Right. It'll be fine. And then when him and Teddy are walking out with it, he was like, does that story feel like it? Not at all. I don't know why people even get these things, use them as target practice, push them down the stairs. I have no idea. That guy is so fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, not to jump back a movie real quick, but I just thought of something right now. Megan, it reminds me of Small Wonders, but Small Wonders gone wrong.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are old as me, you understand that reference. It's an old TV show about a little girl robot.
Megan's fucked up. Koffin ratings.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, kill count.
Oh yeah, kill count. Yeah, sorry, I almost forgot. Kill count. It's 6 kills. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, this is the right one. 6 kills. And oh yeah. So it's just 6 kills. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was reading another note. Sorry, I got distracted. 6 kills.
To piggyback off the kill count, this is unrelated to these AI movies, but I finally got to watch Ballerina.
Did you?
Oh, you
John
did?
Wick.
Yeah,
How was
that's
it?
good.
It was so good.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
Ana de Armas is another just badass actress in this current newer era of actresses.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
She
Yeah.
was
agree.
so good.
Yeah, it was really good. I own all the John Wick movies.
The really
And
good,
Ballerina.
really good series.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Ballerina already went on tape? Or
No,
not
I
tape,
bought it on
but-
iTunes.
Oh, yeah, you have the digital stuff.
Yeah, the digital. Trust me, I have a lot of DVDs, more than what I know where to put, but I started
No,
going
I was just
digital
saying I
not too
want
long
a
ago.
Blu-ray for my Series X.
Oh yeah, 4K would be nice.
Yeah.
Even though I do say support your local cinema.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely go.
If you can see a movie at the movie theater,
Well, home
please do
video
so.
never killed cinema. It's just all this shit's trying to.
Yeah. And plus with a lot of streaming services doing things in house too, and everything's direct to video, which a lot of people used to be mad about.
Radio star.
So let's wrap this up. Koffin rating.
I mean, I got into it just like you guys. It also bothered me that Iris was just the girl from Fear 3 and Fear 1 and all the Fear games.
Was she?
Yeah, she just looked like a real life version of, I forget her name from the Fear video
I'm
games.
gonna have to look her up and other things. I think Sophie did really good in this movie, especially playing a robot in the way that she did it.
No, yeah, that was good. I don't know. And then, what actually took me out was you just got freaked the hell out by this android lady. Why are you just gonna go for the headshot? You just keep going.
Yeah.
And then that whole scene would have never happened with, the hard drive's in the stomach.
But
I thought that was kind of dumb.
I think that was also Josh's.
Ignorance.
Thank you. Yeah, ignorance was that I just shoot her in the head. But that slow-mo scene
Yeah.
of the bullet going through, I enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah,
a
that
lot
was
of
a really neat shot,
That
yeah.
the special effects, just
Yeah, that
the
was a
slow-mo of
neat
everything.
special effect-y shot, yeah.
Especially
Oh, with the cork, the wine bottle?
Oh, we'll get there here in a second. But no, when he has Iris shoot herself.
Oh.
And it's the slow-mo, and you see all the
yeah,
parts and all the blue blood and just everything. It honestly made me want to play Detroit Become Human.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing video game. But
Oh, my
Did I
coffee
even
rating.
give one?
you said no. Did you not?
No.
Oh, it's getting late. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
My bad.
I just 3 coffins.
Oh, you went to go say it, and then you talked about how Josh is a shit shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually also gave it 3 coffins.
Yeah.
It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, but it was still a good movie. It kept me interested the whole way through.
Yeah, it didn't strike me as a horror movie per se. It just
Right.
struck me as a suspenseful Asimov film almost. Except in the future.
I felt more panicked for Iris than I did anybody else.
Yeah. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that was what they were going for, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't sit like I thought it would with me.
So for me, 4 3/4 coffins.
No 5.
And the reason, and I have a legit reason why I did not give this 5 coffins, is because the way that she killed Josh, when she used the automatic wine corker, which when Patrick used it, I was like, oh, that's going to come back into play. The fact that it took out a piece of his skull and not his eyeball. I thought she jammed it on the side, and I thought that man's eyeball was going to get ganked out the side of his head.
Well, no, if you looked, his eye is fully red and pulling.
Well, yeah, because the blood, but when it comes out, you can see the chips of his skull.
Right.
but I thought it was going to take his eye because I was like, oh my God, because she was like, Josh, go to sleep. I thought he was actually going to go to sleep. Like, I thought he was a robot too, because again, I thought everybody was a robot. So when she hit it on the side of his head, I was like, oh, it's going in. Oh, here goes his eye. Here goes his eye. Oh, that was his skull. I'm dead anyway, prick.
Yeah.
So again, I thought that's the reason why I didn't give it 5
made sense to
coffins.
me because like the width of like the human, like the side of the like human temple, like it would only get to like the very edge of the eye and kind of can it off to the side a little.
Yeah, but
and then like be super bloody, obviously. So I thought they got it pretty right though.
None of his eye goo came out. I wouldn't see the whole eyeball get taken out. That's like my whole thing. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but 4 3/4. This movie was amazing. It's definitely going to be put on my rewatch here in October. So, well, that's it for these.
Yeah.
We're going to close the coffin on Tao, Megan, and Companion.
And
Don't sleep with your robots.
yeah, and the AI, man, just leave it alone. We got to figure it out. Otherwise, we're all just going to be dead in a quiet, not whimper.
So the moral, I guess, of this episode would be Skynet?
Yeah.